What's up, everybody? We are here at the 20th Open at Tallahassee, bringing you some lead card coverage. This event is sponsored by Visit Tallahassee. Today on the mic, we got myself, Clay Edwards, and I'm joined with
Ryan Monn.
What up, Rye? This event is sponsored by Infinite Disc as well, or this coverage is rather. Yeah, don't forget to subscribe to us on the socials. So today we're here at beautiful Tom Brown Park. The weather was ideal. I would say we are playing in very good scoring conditions.
Yeah, I would definitely say better than round one for sure. Maybe slightly better than round two.
Yeah, a little breezy on round one.
Yeah.
Today on our card we have Bradley Williams in the lead. He has played outstanding so far. Had a 56% birdie rate in round two.
We also get to watch Grady Shue today with that nice 1042 rated round two to shoot him up on lead card.
Third, we got the bucket himself, Joseph Anderson. Tied with Grady Shue in second place. Played very consistent up until this point.
Lastly, we got Jake Monn sitting in fourth place with that 1023 rated round. No bogeys through 2 rounds at Tom Brown Park is something to be proud of for sure.
Very impressive.
Hole 1 is a par 3, 355 feet with OB down the left, right, and behind, with a Mando as well forcing you left. 2 plays are this low forehand down the left side or this backhand flex down the right that fades right before the OB line.
Yeah, and again today, pretty calm, so players are pretty much going to throw whatever they want, their most comfortable shot, and not worry too much about the wind.
Exactly. First up, let's check in with Albert Tam here on Chase card. He's going to be throwing this sidearm low. It's a good flip up out of it, and that's going to be really good.
Great line there, just needs to sit.
Yeah.
Yeah, great shot from Albert.
A little bit of an unfortunate roll, hit him bullseye, rolled 22, but he should be able to convert there.
Next up, we got Aiden Scott.
I got to play with Aiden first round. He shot a nice 4-under there in the wind, which really set him up good for the next couple rounds. He's also going to be electing that forehand.
Going with some sort of halo disc here.
I believe it's an Emperor.
Nice and flat, looking good.
Oh
yeah.
Yeah, that's great.
Really good shot from them.
Yeah, that's about the distance I like to have to start my round, is that 22-foot range. Nothing too scary, but something that gets the nerves calm and gets you ready for the round ahead of you.
Gets the confidence going a little bit.
Exactly, for sure.
This is right in that range for Albert. Yep.
Good start for Albert. I mean, getting hole 1's always a good thing. It's kind of tough to do the first 2 days, but this one definitely playing pretty easy today.
Yeah, I would say so. Aiden in for the birdie.
Teeing up first, sponsored by Innova, Bang-A-Chang, and Squatch, Bradley Williams.
Here we got Bradley Williams. Looks like he's throwing the same disc that he elected for in round 2. I believe it's a Halo Mako 3.
Yeah, I mean, a pretty straight disc, but in that stable plastic can really help you out here, especially with the pros have a little more power. It just looks a little left out of the hand, like he didn't fully commit to the shot.
A little bit too much hyzer there. And that's OB.
That's kind of a rough spot to be OB. There's some low-hanging branches over there.
Sponsored by Infinite Disc, Grady Shue.
Grady Shue here looks like he's got a similar type of disc, maybe some sort of mid-range.
I kind of think Grady should go forehand here. He's a very good forehand, but let's see if he can prove me wrong.
Yanked it a little bit right, but got a good flip up.
Ooh, maybe the yank was intentional.
Maybe, yeah.
Ooh.
Oh, stay safe.
Pushing that OB line, yeah.
Next to tee off, Joey Buckets Anderson. Sorry, brother.
Here we got Joseph. I know he likes this forehand play on hole 1. He's going to look to get a little bit of flex out of this.
Joey has such a pretty forehand. I'd be surprised if he didn't go with this shot.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, and just needs to chill.
Sit. Yep, inside circle.
That's well within his range.
Rounding out the card, sponsored by DGA, Jake Monn.
And you know this guy pretty well, right, Ryan?
I would say so. He's throwing an Earhart zone here. I've played a couple of practice rounds with him in my life. Trying to make the correction from yesterday. Didn't get it over enough yesterday. This looks a little better, but still.
Yeah, still not quite turning it enough. And
That's going to be a weird one behind that tree and the low ceiling branches.
yeah, edge of circle maybe. He's cheesing about something. Here we go. Bradley to save his par.
Yeah. Sitting on a 4-stroke lead as the two competitors behind him already well inside circles, so a big one already. Oh,
That's
yeah.
huge.
Yeah, it's a big putt to start off, to not lose 2 strokes and to get the confidence good.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna run back on this one to start the day. That's just pure.
Yeah, I mean, arguably gaining more confidence by saving par in that fashion on hole 1, knowing the other guys are pretty close to the basket.
Yeah, I mean, starting the day off with a circle 2 putt always feels great.
Oh, Jake.
A little undercommitted. That OB is definitely close on that side, so maybe he was a little bit nervous about that.
Grady, really clean looking putt. In for the birdie.
Gonna capitalize on a good drive is always a good thing to do on hole 1.
Ooh, a little low right, but in the basket. Jake will clean up his par.
I think that's a very common score for a card on hole 1, 2 birdies, 2 pars. Maybe you'll see a bogey sprinkled in there, but
Here we have hole 2, a par 3, 335 feet. Pretty straight shot here. Most players are going to elect for this right side gap with a straighter backhand shot, trying to push something and then funnel in this green, get through these late trees. Another common play you see is the left side forehand. Not sure if anyone on the card today will be doing that, but yeah.
I would say definitely one of the easier holes on the course. I would say this course, the first 3 kind of start off rather easy, and then you go to a much harder stretch. I believe this is an MD2 here for Grady. Just a straight, reliable mid-range you can count on. I like mid here for most of these players on our card.
Clean release.
Yeah.
And gets through.
I don't know if that was the gap he was intending for. I think you want to go a little more right than that, but that obviously works, as you can tell.
Joseph, he's been throwing CAC Z here, which is a 6-speed in the Cast Blast lineup.
That's just so pure.
And, I mean, can't really do much better than that.
Not really. I mean, that's just as pure as it gets, pretty much.
Bradley going with that same Mako 3.
Kind of the same thing he did in hole 1, not getting a full clean shot on it. But a little further than hole 1, but still definitely well within his wheelhouse.
Yep.
Jake going with an aftershock here. It's a little Annie. Just needs to sneak by that tree. Okay, it's makeable.
Bradley from about 50 feet or so.
Yeah. Just pulled that one a little right. Kind of a tough bit at it. Jake from the straddle. Straddle 50-footer. Get left. Oh, yeah.
Great
Jake.
putt from Jake.
He's been hitting some circle 2s all week this week, so get himself a run back as well. Using the legs, getting full extension, that's just how you draw it up.
Yeah, slightly awkward with that tree right in front of him. Really well done from Jake there.
Getting hyped. Grady for a 2-through-2 start.
That's clean.
Yeah, exactly. He's a very clean putting stroke. Every time Grady throws a disc, it's always clean.
Yep.
As well as the guy we're about to see tap in right here.
Yep, easy putt there for Joey after that great drive. Bradley losing a stroke to the card.
Hole 3 is a par 3, 245 feet. One of the easier holes on the course. You just want to throw a dead straight backhand or a sidearm into this tight gap. This path does play a B, but pretty hard to go in there. And then the right side's a little more thin than the left side if you're wanting to get through that way.
Yeah, you're trying to just really throw a straight shot here, and if you miss the intended gap, you can still sneak through left or right. Grady, looks like he's throwing that MD2 again.
Back to back to back holes he's throwing it. And it's going to be a tricky 35 footer, but the look is still definitely there.
Mm-hmm. Joey Bucket's throwing his green Recco.
That's pure.
Yeah. Beautiful shot.
Oh, yeah.
He's going to be 3-3.
Yeah, putting pressure on Bradley here. Jake going back to that zone. More of a flex play. I like this one. It's kind of put on the angle and letting it pan out more than the flip up and turn that Joey did. So kind of whichever way you prefer here.
Great shot there from Jake.
Looks like AVR from Bradley. Going for that turnover. Just needs to...
Catches that big main guardian.
Yeah, that one's a very common tree to hit. Weird angle here. Very solid attempt right there, though.
Decent run. Looked pretty awkward. Grady from just outside the circle.
Got some shrubbery in his swing, but... Oh,
What a putt.
He's going to be 3-3. That's also a great start. He's going to get another run back here. Yeah. Good low catch from the veteran basket right there. As well as a good putt from Grady. Jake also picks up a birdie on hole 3. And Joey will tap in his as well.
Back-to-back holes, Bradley Williams giving up a stroke to the card. He is now, well, Grady and Joseph now have cut the lead down to 1 stroke.
Yeah, quickly too. That's got to be in Brad's head a little bit now.
Moving on to hole 4. We have a par 3, 465 feet with about a 350-foot water carry. Players are going to want to throw a shot that moves a little bit left to right through this gap to clear this sidewalk and potentially find the green, which is guarded by a few trees and a low ceiling. Kind of a bonus birdie here. I mean, really, you're just wanting to get safe across. If you have a look, cool. Par's good on this hole.
For sure. Going back, checking with Albert Tam here. He's got a big arm, and he's definitely going to want to get this one being on Chase card. I'd have to imagine this is probably a Ballista Pro.
Get some nice turn there.
Yeah, this is looking great. Oh, yeah. And that's like one of the better shots I've seen on the hole, I think. I mean, that's just so pure. Yeah, great bonus there.
Great birdie.
Grady here. I like this angle a lot.
This is looking so good.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Wow. Okay.
Basically bullseye for Grady.
Probably 15. Probably similar spot to Albert's, just on the other opposite side. This one's also looking great from Joey. I mean,
Sneaks just inside the circle.
yeah, these are some back-to-back-to-back great shots from these guys. Jake going with a nuke here. He's not, didn't get over on that one enough.
Yeah. Maybe left it a little high.
I mean, that's still fine.
Regardless, he's safe.
Exactly. The worst he's going to do from there is a par.
Yeah. Bradley.
He's kind of in a weird spot. He missed the first 3 holes. He's on this hole, like, kind of thinking I need to get this one now that his competitors are parked.
This one looks smoked.
He throws a great shot.
Yeah, just right on the edge of the circle.
A little short, but not too mad with the par on this one.
Great birdie from Brad.
Yeah. First birdie of the day on hole 4 it's pretty uncommon, but
Yeah, I'll say.
He'll definitely take that one. Ooh.
Great putt there from Joseph. And he's 4 for 4.
Yeah, that's a great start. Same with Grady.
Yeah.
I think if you would have asked Brad if he would have gained a stroke on his competitors, if he birdied hole 4 to start the round, he would have said yes. He's only making 1 up on Jake.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah, and I mean, 1 down through 4 is not bad at all by any means.
Yeah.
But these boys came to play today.
Exactly. Hole 5, par 3, 415 feet. One of the more difficult birdies on the course. This is a dead straight shot the entire way with danger looming on the right and left side and a guarded green. If you hit any trees, it makes the upright really tricky with some of these scattered trees on the left and right side and guarding the basket very carefully. You got to be very specific with your shots coming into the green here on where they're landing and what angle you can have at the basket on your putt.
Yeah, and let's not forget about that devious OB late
Exactly, yeah, the right side OB is definitely looming large if you get a kick right.
Grady here on a fairway driver, looks like.
That's so good if you just got a little more turn. But honestly, that's still a great shot. Oh my gosh.
Yeah,
That thing just kept moving.
really nice shot there from Grady. Joseph switching to the CAC-Z, it looks like. I know he's been throwing loots on this hole.
That's still... Wow, these guys are... They came to play today.
Bradley has to be feeling the pressure at this point. Steps up. Turns it a bit early, but a good kick, honestly, out forward into the fairway.
Exactly.
It can get really hairy over there.
Yeah, I mean, but there's a thing, Brad, right there, and it's still a tricky approach since he has a lot of late trees to deal with, and it's going to have kind of a guarded putt. Jake going, looked like squall here.
Hammering that thing.
Yeah, unfortunate. That's going to be a tricky spot.
Yeah. Looked like it was really close to flipping up and making it through the gap. But
Exactly.
now he's left with this approach.
Here's where things can get bad if he doesn't throw this one good. Barely missed that one tree, and yeah, it should be about a 20-footer.
Good recovery there from Jake.
Exactly. Brad's going to be taking this backhand hyzer. I think the forehand's a little more open on that left side, but I think it's more open to start. By the basket's a little more guarded, but well executed shot there from Brad. Grady to keep his great start going.
Oh, just barely left.
Wow. I love to see him taking his time right there. Joey, unfortunate spot. But if there's a guy on tour for this kind of putt, it's Joey Anderson, I'll tell you what. Looks like he's going high with this putt. Just doesn't move enough left. Yeah, that's a rough spot.
Tough effort, yeah.
Yeah.
Looked really awkward.
Jake to clean up his par. Still kind of a nervy one.
Definitely. Looks like he's about 25 feet away from the basket here.
Oh, unfortunate. A little awkward footing on there on the root too, but I think he should be able to knock this one down. Yeah, harder.
Yeah, made it look easy. Still bogey free for the event.
That's pretty wild out here, I would say. There's danger lurking on almost every hole.
Yeah.
OB, nasty kicks, some pretty nasty rough. Bradley finally doesn't lose a stroke on a hole. Yeah, at least 2 in a row.
Yeah.
So didn't lose any ground there.
Yeah. Hole 6, we have a par 4, 500 feet. Players are going to be throwing over an OB creek through this gap, wanting to have a disc move left to right and then fade out towards the end here near this big tree. Then you have this uphill approach into an island green. Very difficult shot if you're slightly off the fairway. And this hole is, the third hardest on the course, averaging 0.24 over par.
Got Gavin Phillips here on chase card. See if we can do this hole. He has a lot of power. Look, he's going distance driver. Getting some nice turn.
Sneaking through.
Yeah, I don't know. Kind of a bad kick at the end. I think it kind of glanced right off a tree. This is still far up there, though.
Yeah, so
I like this play right here. He's just going to pitch and take his 50-footer.
exactly laying up short of the OB. Still giving himself a birdie chance.
Exactly. That's a very smart play. Oh, yeah.
Great putt.
That's pure.
Some great hair, too, on this fella.
Yeah, that's for sure. Surprised he plays with his hair down, but obviously seems to be working out.
Back to the lead card here. We have Grady. Throwing something flat, getting a little bit of turn. Slightly on the edge of the fairway, but you're taking that.
Yeah, for sure. I think you probably kind of want to go with a slightly overstable disc here and kind of flex it through the gap so you can ensure you get that fade back up to the left instead of more of a flip up. But
Definitely. Joseph pulls it a little bit and takes a pretty hard kick to the left. We'll see what he has.
yeah, it's going to be kind of a rough spot. I think par is still definitely in play. Birdie's definitely out of question.
Yeah, Brad going with that more flexy shot that you were just mentioning. And
That's a great spot there.
yeah, plays it pretty perfectly. He'll have a great look into the green from there.
Yeah, I got a good glance off that tree. Jake throwing a tsunami here. I like this if we can get back to hyzer.
Didn't hit a thing.
Yeah, I mean, doable to get up and down there. It's going to be a little tougher.
Yeah, exactly.
Joey.
Joseph here in the shul. Looks like he might have a little bit of a gap on this left side
Is
to
he
work
going
with.
for this? No way. Kind of falls. He should be able to get that up and down for his par.
Yeah.
I would say job well done.
Very good recovery shot there from Buckets.
Gives the thumbs up to the camera. Grady, driver in his hand. He's just going to play the pitch up. Take his putts, but his putt's been looking good today. I like this play.
Yeah, giving himself a circle 2 look from there for birdie.
Circle 2 look in this hole is very good. You take that every day of the week for birdie.
Bradley here after a very good drive.
It's like Firebird, maybe. Used to get around. Get
Going
through.
up behind the tree.
Nice. Yeah, that's a very good spot.
Not sure if that's his play on this hole or not, but great shot.
Exactly. It'll work. Jake throwing a quake. He's a get down. Yeah, that'll do just fine.
Nice shot there from Jake.
If you can be putting for birdie on this green, you'll take that. Looks like Reco X. Get down.
It's a little hot.
Oh, no.
Just slides OB there.
He's putting for a 5 now. And Brad's putting for a 3. Could be a swing in Brad's favor if he's able to convert here, but we got Grady first up.
Sit.
Yeah, that does need a check.
Okay.
Maybe a drop in par there.
Jake for the 3. Big time.
Yeah, 3 through 6 is probably the best Jake's been all week through these first 3 holes. I know he only had 1 birdie through the front 9 last round, so he's definitely not too mad about his start.
Joseph here for bogey after sliding OB on that last shot. Right side.
That's not something you see often from Joey Buckets. Brad for his birdie. Big birdie there from Brad, taking 3 strokes on Joey and 1 stroke on Grady.
Yep. I know Bradley's feeling really good after that.
For sure, this is a great birdie to pick up. He's picked up 2 of the hardest 6 holes we've played so far. So. Moving on to hole 7, the par 5. It is a 950-foot par 5 with OB lining the left, right, and just before this creek to start off. You can either pitch a forehand or a backhand, or you could even go for this landing zone if you really have some good distance. But then after that, you want to pitch up to here, around the top of the hill. I don't suspect anybody's really going to be going for this gap off the tee. Land somewhere right here, and then you're going to chip either a forehand or a backhand into the green, whichever you're really most comfortable with hitting a gap.
Yeah, 15th hardest hole on the course. These players are really wanting to pick the birdie up here.
Exactly. I would say you definitely want to get this one. Checking with Albert Tam here, going with that sidearm. I like this play. Sidearm doesn't really bring in too much danger. The backhand, you got to test with that pole right there, but the forehand's just kind of wide open.
Aiden going to take this backhand line.
Flips up nicely. He's going to get some good phase. He's going to be good.
Not sure how fast that disc was he's throwing, but that was perfect.
I think it's an FX2. So around a 9 speed. We know this guy's got some distance. Looks like he has a wide rim in his hand. Oh, wow.
And he is in the gap
Yeah, that's
too.
you don't see that too often.
No.
He's not your average player, guys. If you guys come out here to play this course, you are not doing that.
Aiden throwing kind of a flex line. He got way up on his drive,
That's true.
so
He is
at the mouth.
wow.
Great shots.
Those are 2 of the best ways I've seen to play the hole. They both got jump putts in. Is that okay? I don't think that's Albert just on the left right there, but might be Aiden for eagle. Doesn't like it, but he'll take the tap in birdie.
Albert from circle 2 for the eagle. Oh, just off the cage.
Semi-tester coming back that straddle, but he can rush on that one.
Good cleanup there.
Yep, I'll take 2 easy birdies on this one. And moving to our lead card, Bradley throwing a forehand here. Didn't throw it wide enough. Or maybe he was expecting some flip up. Still be okay.
Yeah, he threw that driven enough to where it stays in the fairway.
Got a good little check skip. Jake throwing a hurricane.
Jake also,
this is perfect.
Yeah. Good looking side piece out of Jake here.
He's pushing the left side OB, getting a favorable roll too.
Yeah.
Getting about an extra 20 feet on his sidearm.
Good shot there.
Grady's been throwing this MD2 down the left side, trusting it.
Wow.
And that's just something you don't see every day. That's pure.
That is fantastic.
Yeah. Joey also going sidearm. A little bit of pop-up. Never got to flat, and that's just ideal.
Well committed shot there from Joseph.
Mm-hmm. Bradley first up. Probably going destroyer or boss of some sort.
Yeah.
This looks good. It just needs to stay in the air.
Turns it
Oh,
bit much and hits the
I haven't seen anybody
hole.
hit that yet, actually. So
He'll still have a look from there, but it'll be a little bit tougher.
yeah, it's gonna be a lot longer than I'm sure he would like.
Joseph throwing his straighter driver.
I do like this shot as well.
And this
That's perfect.
is pretty ideal.
That's what everybody in the field's looking to do, pretty much. Play a good, clean drive and shot to there. And Jake, that's
Jake leaking.
never had enough ante, and that's gonna be a very tough look. I'm guessing forehand roller from there,
It's going to be super pinched over on
or
that
yeah,
left.
jump put out.
Grady after a great tee shot with that mid-range.
He's similar shot, but he got more turn out of his, and he's just in the gap. Okay,
Wow. Wow.
people are playing this hole crazy right now. That's 3 in the gap out of 6 players that we just watched.
Yeah.
That's wild.
Yeah, making sense why these guys are up near the top of the leaderboard. Bradley with the turnover
Faster
forehand.
disc. Yeah, it looked like a fairway. Just got a little too low. Easy par though. Not really one he wanted though with Grady putting for eagle
Gonna be kicking himself after that one.
for sure. Joey to get back on track. Did he miss right of that one tree? Okay.
Yeah,
I mean, it works out.
I think he pulls it slightly right,
Yeah.
but gets through.
Here's Adam lining up a shot with his disc. Now here's Jake's for his real shot. Yeah, I think forehand roller is what he's going to have to do here. Jake's getting to know the nature pretty well out here.
Indeed, he is. Yeah, if he can just give himself
A 60-footer.
long putt,
Yeah.
that's job well done from this spot.
Yeah, that's honestly not a bad kick.
Yeah.
That might have been going a little too far. That's a 60-footer.
Bradley electing to go with a little patent pending throw.
Like a frisbee toss, kind of.
He'll have to settle for par.
Jake, long look.
Wow, that was a great bid.
Yeah, from the knee straddle.
He's been all over the basket this weekend.
Yeah, he's been making some long putts to save some birdies and pars. Now we got Grady for his eagle.
Oh, ho, ho.
That'd have been to tie it up at the top.
Wow. He'll have an easy tap in for the birdie.
And that's got to be in Brad's head by now, right? I mean, he was up 4 to start the round. Now it's already cut down to 1.
Yeah, bleeding a few strokes early there. He did catch a couple good birdies on 4 and 6, and then missing hole 7. You know, and these guys are taking birdies.
Exactly.
He's definitely feeling the pressure.
Joey got back to his birdie ways as well.
And speaking of pressure, hole 8 is a par 4, 530 feet. Really have to hit this gap here. You're throwing over an OB creek out into this fairway. You're gonna wanna have something fade out a little bit left, ideally, to open up this left to right shot into the green. casual area right here just in front that players, if they land in that, can elect to play from the casual drop zone.
Yeah, I would say one of my favorite holes on the course, one of the best designed holes in the course in my opinion here. Got Albert Tam again.
His drive on this hole yesterday was insane.
And this one is pretty crazy too. I mean, he's like having like almost jump putts into this green.
He's almost circle too.
Just gonna pitch a little sidearm up there and take the easiest birdie of his life. So much trust in his driver to go high speed through there.
Yeah, and I mean, doesn't make the gap any bigger when you do that, you know?
Makes it smaller almost, because if you get a kick with that big rim, you're gonna go even further.
Grady going with the driver.
Looks like fairway. Yeah, that's honestly, it's still doable from there.
Yeah, fortunate kick. He's across the creek. He'll have some sort of look to kind of give himself a chance for a bit of birdie.
I think anything across the creek is still doable for a birdie, kind of get in that casual relief area.
Joseph leaning on that Caxi again. Great flip up.
Yep, great shot.
Pretty ideal there.
You definitely want to be left coming into the green so you have more of an angle. Jake throwing squall here. Very similar to Joey's Caxi shot. Doesn't get as much left. It's going to be a tricky approach into the green.
Yeah, he did hit the gap, which is the first job that needs to be taken care of. Bradley throwing that Mako 3 again.
That's what I like about this hole a lot, man, is you got to hit the gap, but you still got to fade left.
Exactly.
So you're still thinking about the gap, then you got to move left, so it's a very tough shot. Grady's still doable from here, but it's definitely going to take a great shot.
Chopping something over.
Yeah. I think that was just a play for the par there. It's a little too much of rough footing, and the trees were in the way.
Should be pretty routine from there.
But if you hit a tree on hole 8, you take a par, you're not too mad. Bradley then needs to go or sneak through. Yeah, honestly, that's probably 45, 40.
He's on the dance floor with that one.
Exactly. Joey needs to get right. Oh, no. Oh, whoa. It just stopped. Joey breaks.
Joey breaks. We'll see what his footing looks like from there.
Jake, backhand turnover.
Catching a little bit of cabbage, but stays up.
Yeah, that's about 30-footer.
Good shot from over there.
Very well executed shot. Grady, little Berg. Could give this one a little bit of a run if he wanted to.
Yeah, I'm sure he was trying to give that one a little bid. Berg is a great disc for that kind of shot.
Joey with the Pete May Mini. So this is tough footing.
Yeah. Don't know if he's in the casual area.
I don't believe he is. I think it's to the right of him.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I do believe he's out of the circle, so he can fall forward if he needs to.
Wow.
Wow.
Incredible balance there.
That's where he gets his nickname.
Really nice putt from Joseph. Super impressive.
Bradley. A little left on that one. That's going to put Joey back to tied for second. Just like that. Jake, great birdie as well to move to 4 under on the front 9. 4 under through 8, it's a great start.
Yeah.
He'll take that pretty much every day of the week.
And Grady tapping in his par.
Move into hole 9.
Whoa, what is that? Zach, I hit a lefty chicken wing.
We are on hole 9, one of the easier holes in the course, ranked 16th as you can see. Third easiest hole in the course. 2 plays are either just forehand that bends off to the right or a backhand turnover with a flippy putter or mid-range. Kind of a dealer's choice here, whatever one you're most confident in. Just the one that gets down the hill, misses these late trees. I'd say a common landing zone is about the 20 to 25 foot range. Nothing's really parking it, but definitely gives some good looks.
These players are really looking to get the birdie here.
For sure, definitely one of the easier holes in the course. We got Caleb Skinner here. Looks like he's lining up a forehand with a quake. Low. Hopefully gets a skip. Yeah, I think.
Did he hit metal?
I think it's in the basket.
Caleb Skinner.
Yeah. Wow.
With the ace on hole 9.
That's I mean, it definitely plays for the ace and the. Oh, that's sick. Yeah. It was low, so even if he missed the basket, it wasn't going that far.
Yeah.
It was going maybe 25 long.
Very
with him throwing the
controlled
mid-range as well.
shot there. Yeah, if you want to gain some leaders on the stroke, just put it in the basket and one.
Joey Yarn?
Yeah, he's been electing for the yarn on this hole.
And that's pretty good. It's
Yeah.
25.
Yeah, late trees and a fast green, that's about as much as you can ask for on this hole.
Gives Adam a little high five. Jake going with a little surf here. Understable putter. And that'll do just fine as well. I was right on the disc. That's good. Grady going with that overstable driver. It's looking like.
A little bit of flex out of the hand. And pretty big skip.
Yes. About 30-footer coming back up the hill.
Yeah, he's putting up the hill at least, so a little bit safer of a bid.
Exactly. I like this shot. This is looking good if you can get clean. Yep.
Slightly inside, but that is also in the circle.
Yep. Jake furthest out about 35 feet if I had to guess.
Great putt.
Yeah, cans at 5 under through 9 for Jake.
He's really
Solid
making
for
those
that.
longer putts look easy.
For sure. That's where
Great
he's,
pace and spin on that.
that's where he's getting the bonus birdies out here. That is how you get the bonus birdies on this course. Some of the tougher holes, it's harder to get closer looks.
Grady,
Got to
no
get in the
slouch
circle
either.
too.
Yeah,
6 under front 9 for Grady.
that's pretty hot.
Exactly, especially when Brad has this to move to 3. Ooh. Tickles the band a little bit, but it's a birdie. He's
Well
gonna
done there.
Keep that 1-stroke lead moving into the back 9. And here is Joey Buckets for his birdie. All birdies on hole 9. Kind of expect it here.
Yeah, yeah. Final round, lead card. This
Exactly.
isn't one you want to miss.
Nope. That'll round out the front 9. We got Bradley Williams at 21, Grady Shue at 20, Joseph Anderson at 19, Jake Monn at 18 under.
We got a battle.
Yeah, everybody's in it right now. Everybody down to Aiden Scott is still in it. I'll even put Caleb Skinner in it now that he got that ace. You know, can't count him out after the ace.
Yeah. Super exciting. I can't wait to see the back 9. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button on Ace Run Productions and give them a follow too on the Instagram and Twitter. Thank you guys. I want to shout out everyone on the Patreon who is helping make this coverage possible.
Exactly. Make sure to give me and Clay Edwards here a follow on Instagram. Mine is RyanMonn_DG.14.
And you can find me as Edwardinho_disc_golf on the Instagram.
We'll see you guys in the back 9.